The Mario GameCube games. These were my childhood. These were so fun to play. Whether you're partying or playing sports of epic proportions, you have a ton of multiplayer action around with your hands, and you also have a lot of single player action that you could do with yourselves. These games were just amazing, and they were always filled with magical moments. Nonetheless, Luigi's Mansion and Super Mario Sunshine will be excluded from this list for reasons I will mention in the description. But nonetheless, let us get into our top 10 Mario GameCube games.
Let's go!
Alright guys, so I know some people say that Mario Party 4 is their favorite Mario Party game for the GameCube. However, I think it's my least favorite, just because, I don't know, it was the last Mario Party game on the GameCube that I played, so I never really got used to it. It wasn't my first one, so it doesn't really bring back that nostalgic value that the other Mario Party games have. Anyways, about the game, you also have a story mode that I'm showing you here where you could just go around squishing people to your will if you have a Mega Mushroom, all the way to complete to the final battle, which is facing Bowser in many cube-shaped obstacles, trying to zap him, which I feel like was similar to the Mario Party 5 final boss. I don't know. You also got a lot of very fun mini games. I mean, there's not as many fun mini games in this game as there are in like Mario Party 5 and Mario Party 6 and all that kind of stuff, which you will see later in the list. I mean, I found this game to be kind of enjoyable. I just never really found the time to do, you know, long-term playthroughs of this game, so that's why it's down here. I hope that Bowser scared you. That was pretty funny in my opinion. This game is actually pretty unique in terms of compared to the other games because it shows a lot of elements that the other games don't really have. However, there's certain parts of this game that I'm not really a big fan of, like Bowser adding Koopa Kid spaces, which means that Koopa Kid isn't any longer a playable character, which I don't like because I really liked Koopa Kid and I would always play him as a character. But you do have some of these fun video games, like you have this, I want to say tribute to Mario Kart, but I mean, you know, you got like a figure 8, these 1 versus 3 mini games, you got the battle mini games, which I always suck at too, so, you know, pretty good stuff. The 2v2 mini games are actually pretty fun, like this one you got over here, and Bowser's mini games are actually, I think, to its peak in this game, because they're actually very well polished, and the game itself is very fun. But I think the key point for me was always the 8-player mini games. I mean, I never found 8 friends to like play these mini games with, but just the mini games themselves were so fun. It was so unique because no other Mario Party game had this, and this was always the highlight of playing this game. I'm gonna get a ton of dislikes on this video just because I put Smash Bros at number 8 on this list. But anyways, I got an explanation. I mean, this is kind of the same story as Mario Party 4. I mean, you got all the other Smash Bros games coming out after Melee, like Brawl and Smash 4. I mean, I played this before Smash 4, but I mean, Brawl, for example, I would play Brawl, and then I didn't really play this game, you know, until I was a teenager because, you know, rated T for a teenager and stuff like that. So, this game is, you know, kind of fun, but, you know, again, the nostalgia value doesn't really come back to me. I mean, I like how they brought back the classic mode from Smash 64, which I used to play when I was a kid. And they have this weird adventure mode, which I never really got into that much. I only played it that one time just to unlock Luigi. And then they got the event modes, which is actually really hard to do. And I'm really also glad that they brought back Break the Targets. I don't know, this game doesn't really have that sentimental value that, you know, Smash 64 had for me. So that's why it's down here. So at number 7, we got, in my opinion, the best Mario Tennis game ever, in my opinion, with a great intro.
Wait for me!
And I love some of the gimmick courts that they have. Like, look at this tribute to the old 1983 Mario Bros. with this court they got here with the Koopas and stuff like that. You can also volley tons of times, but I also like the super strikes that they have in this game. Here's a montage of them. And here's my personal favorite, the one where Yoshi returns the ball by turning into a different color Yoshi, just because you could change literally into a different character when you're playing as Yoshi. You also got this epic tournament mode, which can make you unlock different cutscenes and stuff like that from the intro. These mini games are also really fun. All this combined makes for actually a very finished Mario Tennis game that I like a lot. So this is nostalgia right here, Mario Party 6. Look at that character roster. I always play as Koopa Kid, which is a big reason why this game is up here. I just love playing him so much. You also have the daytime in this party board here, but every 3 turns or so, the daytime will turn to the nighttime, which means different elements of the board will close and open, as you can see here on this board, with this, like the flower opening up and the tree getting more angry. Also, when it's nighttime, you can finally go to Pink Boo's hut, which I kind of like a lot because, you know, it ruins friendships when the Pink Boo will steal coins or stars from other players. You can also ride down the waves in like this DK Rapids, I forgot the official name of the course. And then you also got these mini games, which I'm a beast at. Look at me go on the snowboarding 4-player mini game. I love this mini game a lot. You also got some epic 1 versus 3 mini games, playing in the snow with some Shy Guys. We got 2v2, Rocky Road. Holy cow, this game brings back so many memories just because a lot of these mini games are so memorable. This is my favorite battle mini game in this game. And then you also got dual mini games. I love the space theme. And you also got this weird Mike quiz, but all this together makes a really awesome game. You know, it kind of upsets me when I hear people say that Mario Party 5 is among their least favorite Mario Party games for the GameCube, or among their least favorite Mario Party games in general. I mean, look at this. You get free capsules that you could use. Sometimes you could get the stars, and look at how many dream modes that there are. Look at the amount of party stages that you could go, like the Future Dream, which allows you to ride rockets and teleport. I mean, this place is awesome. And then you also are able to turn many spaces, or pretty much every space, into orbs when there's 5 turns left. And then you could also get a chance to steal a star from DK, but I had to learn the hard way that if you roll the same number than DK, that you don't get a star. You have to roll at least higher than DK. And then the story mode, which starts with Bowser and Koopa Kid just in black silhouettes, and Koopa Kid introducing himself as the Red Kid Kid, Green Kid Kid, and Blue Kid Kid, 3 of my favorite Koopa Kids ever. And you also got the Super Duel mode that I sometimes play occasionally, and the bonus mode. It's just a lot of weird stuff combined with epic mini games and pretty nostalgic party modes that make this game on this list. Alright, come on. You knew this soccer game was going to be on here. I mean, 1, I'm a big soccer fan, and 2, this is probably the most intense soccer game you will ever find. And the fact that it's a Mario game makes it even better, because you know how much I like Mario. And that's pretty much what this list is about. You could also do these crazy stunts called Mega Strikes, which if you hit perfectly, you could get them behind the goal. Or you could just hit the take a shot from the Kremlin and steal it on himself. But getting a Mega Strike to go in the back of the net is very rare. And without getting a perfect strike, you could do this with Yoshi here, and pretty much every other captain. But I mean, the fact that I do it here, look at this. So I just did 1 Mega Strike that went to the back of the net. That's worth 2 points. So I'm going to go for another Mega Strike here. It's pretty funny because it goes in again. So that's 2 Mega Strikes in a row that go in the back of the net. And I think that's a pretty rare occurrence to get 2 of them in the back of the net. And then I'm just trying to get a perfect strike just to show for this video that I'm doing. But I get a 3rd Mega Strike going in the back of the net in a row. That's insane to me. You go again, I'm going for another perfect strike, but I don't get it. But I get a 4th Mega Strike in a row. This is the craziness that this game can offer. Just going for these Mega Strikes. And finally, what I never seen this happen to me or anyone else before. 5 Mega Strikes in a row. I just couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that. And then you also got this tournament mode, which if you win, you can unlock the Super Team. And the Super Team is very powerful because all 4 members pretty much have the same energy that they gain from the sun. The funny thing is, and the cool thing is about the Super Team is that not only one member of their team can perform the Mega Strike, pretty much every member of the Super Team can perform a Mega Strike. So, because they all look identical, so it'd be easy to tell. You could also perform a perfect strike, which shows this crazy animation. So I'm going to leave you with a montage of perfect strikes performed by every captain. A great golf game with another great intro. This game has a great roster of characters in my opinion. Personally, some of the best sets of unlockable characters in pretty much any game ever. You got these 4 epic characters to play as here, and then this game just brings back a lot of memories because I would always remember, going to my cousin's house and they would have the GameCube and Mario Golf Toadstool Tour, and I would always play that with them. Because golf is just such an individual sport. It depends on how you yourself are performing, not on other teammates, which is why it makes this game so compelling compared to others. And then you also, have to use strategy and angles, which is what I'm actually pretty good at because, I excel in classes such as math and all that and the like. I just want you to take a look at the shot, alright? So, just all of this rambling leading up to that perfect, beautiful eagle that I just poured in. Like, that was the very first shot that I took when recording this game for this video here. That was amazing. I was pretty much freaking out when that happened. I wish I had a reaction to myself. But you have a ton of different levels of stages to go to. You got the Lakitu fields, and then you got this like the desert theme, and you got the blooper bay, and then you got, you could also in Peach's castle, you could roll the ball down pipes. In Bowser's castle, you could shoot the golf balls over walls. It's all pretty intense. So to unlock Boo, you got to get a birdie in pretty much 50 courses. To unlock Bowser Jr., you got to get like 18 birdies in a row, I think, something like that. It's weird. For Shadow Mario, you got to complete all 36 ring shots, which I did, but for some reason it showed all gray stars, which means I didn't do them. But I have no idea. I have no control. For PD Piranha, you have to complete all this, all the practice here. All these characters make the game amazing, and I just love playing golf because of the amount of modes it has. It's really awesome. So this game is one of only 2 Mario Baseball games, and even though the other Mario Baseball game has a ton of characters, I mean this one does too. It has I think 50 something or something, I don't know, but I still like this game better than that one just because of the nostalgic value that it brings back. It also has a lot of crazy effects like Pianta's crazy throw and Goomba's run. You could also get hit by barrels, which is a lot of the insane gimmicks that this game provides for you. You could also, hit epic home runs out of the building. It's really awesome when it happens too. You also have this crazy challenge mode, which I like a lot because it's like an open world map, except not really open because it, shows you paths, but you know what I mean. You have the toy field, which, I never really got into that much just because, it's always so unpredictable. And you got these crazy mini games that you can play as well. All these teaching you how to play baseball, and a common theme with a lot of the Mario sports games is that they always taught me how to play these sports. This game I think taught me how to play baseball. So while I'm listening to the baseball star theme, I can just think to myself how awesome this game is. But there is one other game. I mean, was there any doubt? Was there really any doubt as to what the #1 game was going to be? Was this list all just a waste? No, because this game is in fact my favorite game on the GameCube. Not even just Mario game, but just favorite game in general. I mean, all Mario games are my favorite games. But anyways, this game back then, I think it was the first video game I ever played. So I mean, just the nostalgia that this game brings to me is so fulfilling. And then you can also do these crazy stunts like I showed you before, riding on a Down Drago, or riding the railing on Mushroom Bridge that you can see here. It's just really awesome because it's a lot of cool touches that the developers allowed you to put into this game because they were intended. It also really has a dedicated battle mode. So unlike Mario Kart 8, this game actually has a lot of unique stages. Some of my favorite stages, in my opinion. You also have the Bomb Bomb Blast and the Shine Runners. A lot of unique battle modes to this game, and a lot of the stages are pretty intense as well. I like this battle mode a lot. I would play it pretty often. This game is also home to one of my favorite shortcut slash glitches of all time, where you could cut pretty much half of Bowser's Castle. This is why this is one of my favorite Mario Kart games of all time, and the best Mario GameCube game of all time.